Hello. Welcome you to Healthy Longevity, your go-to channel for living a longer, healthier life.
Have you ever told yourself, I'll start exercising tomorrow, and somehow tomorrow keeps moving further away? Let me tell you a story. This is John. John is not lazy. He's just very committed to resting. After a long day at work, he collapses onto the couch, phone in hand, telling himself just 5 more minutes. But 5 minutes becomes 2 hours. 2 hours becomes a habit, and slowly something interesting starts to happen. Not just to his body, but to his brain. One day, John looks at himself in the mirror and says, "Why do I feel so slow, so dull?" If his brain could talk, it would say, "I'm in hibernation mode." You see, your brain is not a fixed machine. It's a living adaptive system. And just like your muscles, it responds to how you use your body, or how you don't. One morning, after hitting snooze for the 3rd time, John finally makes a decision. Not a big one, not a dramatic transformation, just this. I'll try a short run. And that's where everything begins. The first few seconds, terrible. His legs feel heavy, his lungs feel tight, his brain screams, "What are you doing? Let's go back to bed." But then something fascinating happens. As John keeps moving, his heart rate rises, blood flow increases, and more oxygen starts reaching his brain. At that exact moment, his brain begins to wake up. Within minutes, John feels something unexpected, a slight lift in his mood, a subtle sense of relief. That's not imagination, that's chemistry. When you exercise, your brain releases endorphins, natural chemicals that reduce pain and create a feeling of well-being. At the same time, you get a boost of dopamine, the reward molecule that makes you feel motivated and satisfied. This is why even after a short run, John suddenly says, "Wait, why do I feel good?" Because his brain is rewarding him. Not for being perfect, not for running fast, but simply for moving. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Exercise doesn't just make you feel better temporarily. It actually starts to change the structure of your brain. Yes, physically. When John keeps exercising for a few days, then a week, something powerful begins to happen inside his brain. New connections start forming between neurons. Old pathways become stronger. And even more surprising, his brain begins to grow new cells. This process is called neurogenesis. For a long time, scientists believed adults couldn't grow new brain cells. But now we know that certain areas of the brain, especially the hippocampus, which controls memory and learning, can actually generate new neurons. And one of the most effective triggers? Regular physical exercise. After just 1 week, John notices small changes. Running feels slightly easier. He doesn't get tired as quickly. But more importantly, his mind feels clearer. At work, he processes information faster. He remembers things better. He feels sharper. That's because exercise increases the production of a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps neurons grow, connect, and survive. The more BDNF you have, the better your brain functions. And exercise is one of the most powerful ways to increase it. By week 2, the changes go deeper. John starts sleeping better, not just longer, but deeper. He no longer lies awake scrolling his phone at 2 a.m. He falls asleep faster and wakes up feeling refreshed. Why? Because exercise helps regulate your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. It also reduces stress hormones like cortisol, while increasing calming neurotransmitters like serotonin. This is why John notices something else. He's less irritable, less reactive, more emotionally balanced. The same situations that used to frustrate him now feel manageable. His brain is becoming more resilient. Now we reach a turning point. After 1 month of consistent exercise, not intense, not extreme, just consistent, John is no longer the same person. Yes, his body looks better, but the real transformation is invisible. His brain is now more efficient, more connected, more adaptable. He learns faster. He thinks more clearly. He solves problems more creatively. This is because exercise enhances neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to adapt and reorganize itself. In simple terms, your brain becomes better at learning anything. Languages, skills, ideas, even your ability to focus improves significantly. And then something surprising happens. One day, John skips his workout, and instead of feeling relieved, he feels off, restless, low energy, unmotivated. It's as if his brain is saying, "Hey, where's my dopamine?" Because now, his brain has adapted to movement. It expects it. It craves it. This is what we might call a good addiction. not to intensity, not to exhaustion, but to consistency, to movement, to feeling alive. Now let's talk about something almost everyone struggles with. Before exercising, John would deal with stress the way many people do, by avoiding it, scrolling, overthinking, doing nothing. But now he has a new tool. When stress hits, he moves, even just 10 minutes. And something remarkable happens. His brain shifts, blood flow increases, stress hormones decrease, and the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, becomes more active. Suddenly, problems feel smaller. Solutions appear more clearly. This is why, after a short run, John often says, "I don't know why, but I feel like I can handle this," because now he actually can. If you compare John before and after, the difference is not just physical. Old version, slow thinking, low energy, easily stressed, poor sleep. New version, clear mind, stable mood, better focus, stronger resilience. And the most important part, this transformation didn't require perfection. It didn't require extreme workouts. It only required one thing: consistency. Many people believe they need to exercise hard to see results. That's not true. Your brain doesn't care about intensity as much as it cares about regularity. A short walk every day, a light jog, even simple movement, done consistently, can literally reshape how your brain functions. So let me ask you a simple question. Not as a viewer, but as someone with a brain that is constantly adapting, are you giving it what it needs? Or are you slowly putting it into hibernation? Because whether you realize it or not, your brain is always watching your behavior, always learning from it, always changing because of it. And every time you choose to move, you are choosing to upgrade your brain. So start small. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Just move, because your brain is ready. And trust me, it will reward you.
If you think the video works for you, please subscribe my channel for more interesting videos. And please share this video. Thank you.